My dad planted the first potatoes in 1909 in Idaho.
In a way, you could call him the patron saint of potatoes. Frank Barrett heads 5 generations of potato farmers here in the Texas Panhandle. Today, all the Barrett boys are watching a milestone unfold before them.
This is our 100th crop between Idaho and here in Texas, and with a lot of knots on our heads, we feel like we've done a better job of being efficient and making a good product.
We're the only potato producers left in Texas almost. Years ago, there used to be a lot more.
Probably 1,000 truckloads of potatoes every year.
We like to think that we have the prettiest potatoes grown in Texas. Whenever we're harvesting, we do get some potatoes that maybe have a spot on them that will keep them from going to the market, but there's always a home for potatoes like that.
The Barretts are really the foundation for what we do. This is basically a home for homeless vegetables.
It seems David Fish never met a potato he didn't like.
A lot of this stuff it's just too ugly to move through the normal marketplace, but it looks good to me. It'd be unattractive if you see that in a grocery store, but in a processing plant like this, they work just fine.
We don't always get the perfect crop, and we get some that are not as good.
You know, looking at a potato like this one, I don't see any problem with this. To me, this looks like a meal. This is a 100,000 square foot plant on 50 acres. It's a commercial sized plant just by nearly any standards. To our knowledge, it's the only one of its kind anywhere in the world.
Every day, tons and tons of unwanted West Texas vegetables run through this maze of machines at a place called Breedlove's, where everything is sliced, diced, dunked, dropped, and finally dehydrated by the 18-wheeler load.
Generally speaking, we process about 2 tons an hour.
An 18-wheeler fits inside of this dryer down to this point here.
David and all the folks at this plant outside Lubbock, Texas, know these dehydrated tidbits will eventually end up on the other side of the world.
We take $1 and turn it into 20 servings of food, and it's probably up close to 1 billion people on the globe right now that don't have enough nutrition to maintain health.
Breedlove's is the largest nonprofit relief food source in the world. When there's a hunger crisis somewhere around the globe, David Fish's phone rings and planes take off, loaded with the taste of West Texas. You could call it the food bank for the universe.
Since this plant opened up, we've delivered right at 1 billion servings of food. And here in recent years, we've been delivering probably around right at 150 to 175 million servings of food leave this plant every year. That sounds like a big number, but when you put it in the framework of how many people out there that have the need, it's just a very small drop in a bucket. We probably do about 3 million servings a day. When you look at a box of this food, it represents a kid that has a chance to eat. It represents a child that may survive, because without it, he won't.
They've broken the Guinness World Record years ago for meals prepared, and they've never looked back. This incredible nonprofit effort is completely fueled by donations. Dehydrated food is mixed and bagged and boxed by the truckload.
Cooking instructions on this are to add 1 part dry with 5 parts water. Put it in a hot water and let it simmer for 30 minutes and it's ready to eat. This one 2.2 pound bag will feed about 50 people, so it's 50 servings to a bag here. Got a little hollow heart in them.
Yeah.
This plant came to be because people gave of themselves.
We have a saying that we have had on a t-shirt before. It said, "No potato left behind." That is one of our goals, to harvest every potato we grow and to package it and see that it does some good for somebody.
I hope as long as we're here, Breedlove's here. It sure helps us, so that makes you feel like you're doing something right.
From Barrett's to Breedlove's, they work behind the scenes in the face of hunger and desperation. David Fish says there's no crisis that's too far, no need that's too great. This mammoth stainless steel kitchen in a pasture on the Texas plains is showing the world the real recipe for something called compassion.
Why is a plant like this in Lubbock, Texas? It's not probably the most strategic point that you would put one if you had a choice. But I would submit to you that it's in Lubbock, Texas because of the people. And it does say something about the people of West Texas, the people out in this region.